What's good? Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is. Let's get into this. So, to all my people in NYC that's out there getting money, doing all type of crimes. It's a lot of y'all. Well, the game is about to be officially over because they are now going to be using facial recognition cameras all throughout the 5 boroughs. Now, if you don't know what facial recognition is, you're an idiot, but let me explain to you. Basically, the cameras could tell them who you are. They could tell them who you are, if you have a warrant, all that. So, like I said, game is over. You get caught on camera. Before you get caught on camera and they didn't know who you were. They had to go do their little due diligence on who you are, whatever. But if you have a record of any kind and there's cameras, you come across those cameras, that shit registering right away. Yeah, this is such and such, and he lives at such and such. He has an active warrant, arrest warrant, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, man. We are slowly but surely losing all of our freedoms. Quarantine proved that. They actually implicated a curfew. Now, not to say everybody followed the curfew, but that was their trial period to see if people would actually, if they can actually corral people and make people stay in the house. And for the most part, it worked. You're not going to get everybody to cooperate. There's always going to be people that say, yeah, man, fuck all that. I'm going to do what I want. But they saw firsthand that, hold on, if we really want to, we could tell these people to stay inside, and they're going to stay inside. Look, man, all I'm saying is the world that we know it, the world that we knew, the world that most of us grew up in, if you're old enough, if you're my age, above, if you're in your 20s or whatever, the world that we grew up in with certain freedoms and liberties are getting pushed out. And it's going to become a thing of the past. And this is one of the few steps that are showing me this, because this should be illegal. The Constitution and everything, listen, they can't just, this is basically like you getting searched. It is what it is. Like, this is basically them running your name and stopping you. It's stop and frisk all over again, pretty much. Except for it's not going to be able to kind of, well, maybe it is, because that was watching a show on thing that in China, they have the cameras are so smart now, they kind of know there's certain things they could put in the camera as far as information on what they're looking for, which these cameras are going to be racist. They're going to look for, probably put it in for darker toned people or whatever. They'll read it's a whole bunch. Technology is endless. They will always have technology. Is always going to be renewing itself and making itself more. And this is one of the steps that they're taking, and one of the things that they're implicating for our own safety to take away some of our liberties. And like I said, it's like stop and frisk. It's like them stopping and telling throwing you on the wall and telling you to produce an ID for no reason. Because this is something that I think people should fight against, because in our Constitution we have a right to our privacy. We have a right to, basically not be submitted to illegal searches and all this shit like that. And that's what this is, y'all. If you really know your law, if you really know what's going on, that's what it is. And I know people will be, technically it's not. No, it is. You have a right to walk down the street and be an honor. You don't, if you're not committing a crime, you're not bothering nobody. There's no reason for the police to know what the fuck you're doing, where you live, what's going on with you. There's no reason for it. People, stay woke out there, man. Understand what's going on. Understand that, the fight that we have is not necessarily with your neighbor or with, the young man dating your daughter, or hip-hop music or drill music, whatever the fuck you want to put it against. The government is real sinister and shady. They are. They have been, and they always will be. They always will be. These people that we elect into office do not have our best interests in mind. That's why we need to pay attention. Let's not just leave it and just say, well, it is what it isn't. No. Start contributing and start voting on the local levels as far as like who is going to be the DAs and things of that nature. Your mayors, your governors, your borough reps, all these things are things that you can immediately affect. The president is going to be the president. We can't do shit about Washington. But what you can do is electing the people that are within your city, within your boroughs, within your state. Those people are people that make major decisions regarding your life. So, take that into consideration. Anyway, something that caught my eye. I thought I'd talk about it. Much love to everybody that loves me. Love y'all back, man. Peace and blessings to all.